Hello everyone and welcome back to KK's Quilt Studio. This is Marilyn. Today I'm going to share with you something that I've seen all over the internet today. These knockout letters. People are doing them in different embroidery software, and I thought I could do something for my art and stitch users. Now you might say, well, art and stitch, I have art and stitch base. I got it with my long arm. It's for quilting. Well, it also does embroidery. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm going to show you how. So let's pop over into art and stitch. So here we are in art and stitch, and I created this simple little design just with a few tools. Now you'll note that I own Art and Stitch 7, so I have this extra bar here for the plus module, but no need to fear. We are only going to use these first two vertical toolbars, and you have that with Art and Stitch 5.0 Art and Stitch base. All right, so first thing also need to note is that we're in the embroidery mode. You can open a new file and go into the embroidery mode, change from quilting to embroidery by clicking on that file and open, and then from the drop-down menu, choose which you want to be working in today. Today we're going to be working in embroidery. And there is a difference, and you should use embroidery for this exercise. But if you're going to do any more quilting design creation, be sure to switch back to your quilting mode. So we'll stay in the embroidery mode and click OK. So now I have a new design page, and like I said, just a few simple tools. So I will go down here to the True Type Font Artwork tab, and we are going to type in, I typed in Anna, and I am using the Arial rounded font, and this is a guide here. You can use any font, just use the slider bar up and down. The fonts that you find on your computer are going to be different. You may want to use a college font or something blocky. This one will suit our purposes today. So I'll click OK and then click OK. All right, I'm going to rotate that vertically, and I have everything selected. You'll see this little puzzle piece. I'm going to lock that little puzzle piece. That just groups everything together, and I'm going to drag it over here and make it slightly bigger. So I just left click on the corner, and I'll get that little arrow, and I just left click, hold, and drag. Or I can transform my artwork over here and type in any height or width that I want. All right, over here, the next one, I'm going to do the letter A, and I'm going to select a different font. I'm going to use Bauhaus. It's a good bulky font. Click OK. I'm going to change the color. And again, left click, drag, make that letter A bigger, a little bigger yet. You can also see, I don't know if you can see down in the corner, if it's probably cutting off, but if you look down here in the lower part of your screen, you can also get a selection size. So we'll use that. I'm going to select Anna, and I'm going to use the boundary tool. So I'm going to uncheck echo, make sure we're working on boundary. My distance is 0.2 or 0.2 of an inch. Click OK. If I go over to my sequence view, you'll see now I have this letter and my outline for Anna. So I want to hold down the control key and select that outer boundary. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going all the way almost to the bottom of the list and say slice. All right, now my letter A has two pieces. This one I don't need. I can hit the delete key on my keyboard or just cut it away. All right, now if I want, I can fill it so I can see, do I like that? If I don't, I can undo, reposition things. I'm going to go with that today. And now I'm ready to click the standard fill for embroidery. I'll turn on the 3D so you can better see what I'm doing. And then on the word Anna, we'll also fill that. So I am ready. I've created a new design. I am ready to save my file. I'm going to save as. I'm going to save it as Anna, and I want to save in an art and stitch file format first. That is my working file. If for any reason I want to come back and make changes, this is the file to open to do that. The other second file will be my brand of embroidery machine. So if you have a newer Bernina model, you can save as BQM. You can also save some models PES or EXP. Pick the appropriate model for your embroidery machine and give it a name and save. All right. One other thing you can also do is you can create a motif fill. So if I click on this big letter, I can use the motif fill button here. And once I've applied a motif fill, then I can choose from the drop-down list and apply any of the hundreds of embroidery designs. So I saw one with flowers that might be cute. Oh, that one. And always remember to click apply. If I want to make that artwork a little bit, or the stitch design a little bit different, change the pattern size. I like it to be a little bit denser. That gives the letters some visibility, if you will. Or in the option on the right, we could also do an applique. So the applique button is found here. It's a little red one with a little zigzag going around. And I can change the applique type. This one currently has a satin, that's the default. I could also do a blanket or a motif fill. This one I filled with fabric, which are the fabrics that are come with the installation of Art and Stitch. So I can choose any of these fabrics. Just click and apply. And if I want to change the color of the blanket fill, I could do a pink, and it's probably not showing, but there is a color 1, 2, and 3. So I will change the third color. That would be the satin fill. And there is the satin fill. So isn't that easy? Just a few steps. Took me longer to explain than it will be for you to do. So try it out. Post your creations over in our Facebook group. If you're not already a member of the Facebook group, won't you join today and be sure to answer all the questions so that you get admitted right away. So that's all I have for today. Thanks everybody for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit on what can I do with Art and Stitch base. Till we see you again, happy quilting and happy embroidery.